Can you hear me?
Yep.
Look, see?
My knife is calling out to cut something, and we're going to do an unboxing today. That's what we're going to use the knife for.
So have a look. You got a brand new Hegel H95 in the box. Come closer, Angus. As you can see, it's pretty well packaged. Nice logo. It actually says H95 on here, which is actually hard to find on the actual unit, as you'll see. Obviously, this is the North American version, 120 volts. Fancy Hegel tape. All right. My knife will make short work of this. Aha! Fairly thick cardboard. And a nice small user manual. This really doesn't give you that much information, but it's useful. And the beautiful, shocking pink styrofoam. Let's put this on the floor. We'll take it out. I'll show you some of the features. Okay. Here's what else you get in the box. They taped it in this time. There's a power cord and a remote, which is the RC10. It's the plastic one. So this is the least expensive Hegel offering. In Canadian retail dollars, this is $2,300, $2,300. Sorry about the crinkling. So one of the things that you'll note about the Hegel, yes, the first feature I'm going to point out is that it has got only 3 feet. Interesting, right? So at the very bottom of it, in the front of the unit, that's the power button. That goes from standby to operational and then back to standby. So we do have a power. As you can see, when it's powered up, there's a little dot that tells you that it's powered up. And actually, when you use the remote will do the same thing, but this button will also switch it on. By default, it sets the volume at 20. You can change this if you go into the web page. You're able to access this unit via IP and then make all sorts of operational changes to it. The unit, as it ships, will have, of course, these little plugs that you can pull out. That's for the bananas. One of the functional differences between this and the 120 is obviously it does not, the 95 does not have balance inputs. What it does have is preamp out. This is a variable out. 2 analog inputs, and then there's actually what they consider 6 digital inputs: coax, 3 toslink, USB, and obviously Ethernet. The amplifier is rated for 60 watts at 8 ohms, more or less a meaningless figure, but what's more important is that the amplifier is stable down to 2 ohms. So this will drive fairly difficult loads. We typically do recommend this as the amplifier you should start out with if you're interested in buying a pair of Magnepan LRSs, which is one of the most difficult speakers to drive, regardless of price actually. And you know, at that price of In Canada, it's $945. I think in the States is about what is it? I guess about not $800, something like that.
I have
well,
no idea.
I'm sure you guys will, the boys will put the correct pricing down. But this makes an ideal companion piece to the LRS. Some other fun facts about it. It has what they call Sound Engine 2, which is a feed-forward type of noise cancellation. It actually compares the signal coming out, or before it goes into the amp and after it comes out of the amp. It will note any differences and cancel out the noise by inverting the original signal, and the differences will cancel out. It has AirPlay. It supports UPnP. There's a headphone out, but most importantly, this unit is software upgradable. Having an internet connection on this obviously allows you to check for any firmware upgrades that are available from Hegel. So periodically go through the menu and you'll be able to find firmware upgrades that will increase the functionality of the machine double, if not triple. The other really cool thing about this, obviously, is that the damping factor is quite high. That's what gives it its ability to drive very difficult loads. It's rated at over 2,000, which is typically 20 times what most normal amps will have. Even really good Class D amps are only maybe between 500 to 1,000. And I just read about the new Parasound JC1 Plus monoblocks. They're rated at 1,200, and that's actually considered to be very high. 2,000 is an amazing number. Obviously, there's a built-in streamer because it supports AirPlay, UPnP. And all the inputs, which means basically those two analog inputs, can be configured to do a home theater bypass. It becomes a fixed level, and this acts as an amplifier, so you can integrate this into your elaborate home theater setups at where you live, and you can still have a very nice little 2-channel setup. This is Vilip from Audio Excellence. If you like the video, please tell us, subscribe, hit the like button, notifications, all that jazz. Anyways, hope that you give this amplifier a chance. It's a really nice sounding organic transistor amplifier, and we'll see you on the other side. Take care.